Good morning. Good morning, Monique. I know I'm running behind. I am most definitely running behind. Um, it has been one of those mornings, or I'm actually believing it's going to be another one of those years. It's stopping my door from closing. Oh, okay. I'm having technical difficulties. So we're just waiting, Monique. We're just waiting. Monique, I have stars. I found some battery operated stars in Tiffany stuff. So I put a battery in them and they work. Look, me and Sonia, Denise is sick. Um, Traci is not feeling good, and she's in snow. We're just all live wires today. If I had confetti, I'd go, woo. I know. It is. It's it's pathetic. And I had people say, "Are you going to be live?" And I'm like, "Oh, what?" There we go. There we go. Um, good morning, Hetty. Good morning, Rhonda. We missed you too. You guys, Rhonda is in Wi-Fi today. So yay, Rhonda. Um, and Hetty is on Facebook. Hetty, it's just we're just having a time today. Um, and Rhonda, we've missed you too. We have missed you too. I wasn't on for quite a while, but I'm back. Today is just one of those days. Um, you know, I said I am not the pop out of the cake mood today or pull a rabbit out of the hat today. I'm just here. Hey, Michelle. Good morning. The only thing bright and shiny this morning are the stars that I got battery operated stars that I found in my daughter's stuff. Yes, Monique. One of those days has meaning too.
Mm.
Um, I not no, I have on pink lips today. I have on a red shirt though, but no. Though you better not just jump out. No, Tracy's in pain. Denise is in pain. Um, Sonia's in the hospital. Um, oh, see there, Dwayne. You see how he does me? Tracy ain't there. I don't want to be there. I know. I ain't singing to you no more. I ain't sending you no more special rap songs, Dwayne. Good morning. See, that brings a smile to Sonia's. She heard it. I replayed it for her. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, Michelle, Leticia, good morning. Yes, the look, you got the Golden Girls, and Dwayne called us the cyborg cheerleaders, and what do you expect? And I had to throw this face on in 5 minutes, I think. Um, Oh, there we go, Hetty. There's Hetty. There's Hetty. We all trying to crawl out of the snow this morning. We're all trying to crawl out of the snow. Um, so you guys, last night, my prayer was, God, please, please do something. So my daughter won't be just, I won't hear that my daughter's out there dead somewhere. She got arrested. So, God answers prayers. And all of you have been here with me long enough to know that when I say I thank God that my ex-son-in-law called me this morning and told me that my daughter had been arrested. That, if anybody comes and they start watching the first part of this, they'll be like, wow, that's a crappy mom. But no, that's a good thing for me today. Yes. See, Monique gets it, and I know the rest of you will.
Mm.
I know where she's at. And yes, she's safe, and she is safe, and God answers prayers, and I take that. Behind me, all this stuff behind me, I was going through her boxes last night, and I mean, I found picture after picture of me and her that she did and printed out, all different pictures of she and I. And, I was looking at all this and I'm like, why couldn't she have just stayed? And that one, I like that one. That one says, I got it from my mama. I come across these. And I am going to read this one because this was just written on paper in with when she was in rehab. Thank you, God, for taking my broken body and mind and spirit and breathing new life into me. You have given me strength and healing that I never thought possible. I owe the very air I breathe to you. So that is that she has it. She knows. She just has to get away. She has to get away from the drugs. I mean, what, Dwayne? You never asked why is my thunder from down under in the hospital? Oh, look, she's just trying to get back healthy. That's why your thunder from down under is in the hospital. She's trying to eat. I was like, look, I was afraid to ask him what he meant because my mind went totally different, Dwayne. Oh, good morning, Terry Gray. That is our Bubble Wrap Amber's daddy. Is on Facebook.
Well,
Good morning.
thunder from down under. My children would agree with that, but not how everybody else would.
Oh, I think I know that too. But Terry, how is your wife? Because Terry, Amber's mom had COVID. So, I don't know how she's doing right now. Oh, Judy said it is snowing and 23 degrees. It will, Leticia. It will. And, I also found where she did a picture of her and Casey and Brandy, my other daughter. So that's my three kids. And I don't know why Casey's got that look. But yes, That's our 3 kids right there. I think that's the day that that we buried Traci, my brother-in-law. And the 3 of them were together. But I will keep praying. I'll keep going. God didn't tell me, hey, get back out there. Yes. Look, Dwayne, go home. Go home and come on. No, because you got to save up that Darlene day. You got to save up that day because I got stuff to send you, and you've got to wear what I send you. You've got to wear it. So you got to save up the Darlene day. Yeah, I'm sorry. You just got to save that day. And Leticia, every day, every night. But you need to be scared, Dwayne. You need to be real scared. Okay, so Terry said that his wife Lisa, Amber's mama, is back at work. So, and also, am I right, Terry? The people she works for, that was their daughter that died from the virus. Isn't that right? Casey went to school with her. So she was 33, I think. So, and I think last night going through her, there's Jonathan. Good morning. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for that cup of coffee. Thank you. You can't see it on except on Facebook. Except on YouTube, the little emoji things. I love those. That's actually what I look like now, Jonathan. You can only see from here up, but I kind of look like that now. Yes. So it was their daughter that they lost their daughter. So, I just thank God that, that I can thank him that my daughter somewhere, she can't hurt nobody and she can't hurt herself. So, Leticia, I always thank you. I always thank you for, Leticia, I always thank you for coming here. You always brighten my day, and I love you. And thank you for that. You didn't have to do that, neither one of you, because you guys you're seeing you on here touches my heart. And we got a very late start. I've jumped out like a live wire before, and no, today's kind of, today Sonia's medicine's going to kick in and she's going to be able to go to sleep. And she needs sleep. That's another reason, Dwayne. She needs sleep. She needs food and sleep, and she needs to get her health back. And like I said yesterday, if I could go, or if I could send her a ticket to America and her come to this crazy room. I'm sure Casey would share a bed with her. He's got a king size bed. I'm sure he'd let Sonia share a bed with them. She could come over here and we'd get her back healthy. I'm just saying. She'd make me break out my all the food that I'm good at cooking. Well, no, you don't eat. Look, I'd have to read up on what she can and can't have, because what is it you gluten? Is it gluten that makes you sick?
And lactose.
Yes. She can't have gluten and she can't have milk. So listen to him. He said, Sonia in the US, we can't handle it. No, I think Australia couldn't handle this. That's what I think. So it might be better if she came here. Yeah, Monique said that's in almost everything. So see, that's another um that's another thing that people, when you can't go to the grocery store and get, what you need, when they do shutdowns or whatever, um, somebody like Sonia, they got to be real particular about what they can get.
Yep.
Well, look, Judy said we're looking good today. What's our secret? 5-minute makeup job. Stars that light up with the battery. Oh, wow. So his aunt was allergic to tomatoes,
Me
shellfish,
too.
and berry. Wow.
Tomatoes and oranges. Though I like shellfish, that would kind of hurt.
Yeah, I'm particular about how I eat shrimp. That's about the only shellfish I like. Yes, see, it must be Jesus because look, I had to say thank you, Jesus, when I was told where Tiffany was this morning. I
Yeah.
told my son-in-law, I said, well, thank you, Jesus. I said, I prayed last night, please, God, don't let my daughter, end up somewhere. And Beth, that's son-in-law's, I always say grandbaby daddy's what we used to say. He'd call me baby grandmama, and I call him grandbaby daddy. But his wife says, see, God answers prayers. I said, yes, he does. Yes, he does. And I thank God that as bad as I was to him, which I was the mother-in-law to contend with when they first got together, and some things that happened, and I used to get his oh, what do you what do you call it? Oh, I'm trying to think of that where anyway, um I would get his stomach all out of whack. He'd say, Mom, you done it again. What'd you say to him? He's in the bathroom. IBS. She said I kept his IBS all the time messed up. I said, why? I just say what I got to say. Um, what? Oh, goodness. I've never heard of that. Wow. She had it real bad then. I've never heard of that. But yeah, some of the strong-willed ways that I had, and with my ex-son-in-law, I'm glad that you know I'm in their lives. Oh well, Monique, I see. I read it as according to his will. I read it the way you said it. I didn't read it the way you wrote it. But I guess my son-in-law, started going to church and everything, and um, you know, we and I've calmed down some. I mean, I told them yesterday, I showed them the pictures of, of, let me, all right, I'm going to go this way. All right, I'm going to do this as long as the medical people are in there. Hey, Beth, good morning. Because some places don't like their staff being recorded. When Mama was in the hospital, they did not want anybody recording patients or the staff. Not that I want to be blown up like this, but yes, Dwayne, the pictures that I sent you, they were from Sunday. So here it is Friday. They were from Sunday. So I have not looked at her mug shot yet. I will be able to see that after I get off here, um, to see actually what she looked like when she was arrested. So it's something I never thought. That was just something that was always in somebody else's life, in somebody else's world. It was not in my world, not my kid. Um, no, not my kid. I raised my kids not to be that way. All right, there she is. There, there she is. Um, but you know, it is. It can be. It can be anybody's kid now. And um, the things, the things that my nephew was into. My sister, no. Um, my sister, goodness, she didn't drink or smoke or, we just didn't do anything, and we were very tough. We told our kids what we would or wouldn't put up with, and um, it didn't end well for her son. And let me see. The house that she was staying at, Dwayne, was actually my her ex-husband's mom's. And she said she was fine, been good job. I'll pay you rent to stay there. And of course, that becomes they all just swoop down and stay wherever they can stay. Different people. So yeah, from what I understand, she was out in the yard acting crazy and screaming and hollering, and the police got called. So and they found all kind of things in the house. So they took her and I think a couple more people. Uh, so I'm like, not on hat day. Hat day's supposed to be woo, but still, I'm joking about that. You guys, I have to. Sometimes you have to joke to keep from crying, and it is sad. It's and like I told him, I said she could have been here. I bought her a bed. She could have stayed here with us, and oh, it is okay, Monique. It is okay. It's um, hey, I made it 4 days this week. Being on, so uh, little by little, uh, you know, God's getting me back here to where I need to be. And like I told like I told JoJo's, it's JoJo and JoJo Jr. But I told JoJo, I said, I got a bunch of women that, I've got people that pray. I've got people out there online. Good morning, Anna Mora. Good morning. I said, I have people out there that pray. I said, I have, I said, I'm fortunate that I have the people out there on YouTube that I can tell what's going on, and they're going to pray. Oh, Darlene, Judy. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Thank you, Ben. The girl right now is in jail, so I thank God that he answered my prayer last night. I know where she's at. I just know where she's at. But I'm glad nobody was hurt. Whether she hurt them or they hurt her last night. Oh, you better leave Anna Moore away. That's how the whole singing thing got going. When Derek used to be on, he'd sing Anna Mora. Well, some people got jealous. Where's my song? So that's when Traci started singing to everybody. To everybody. But Dwayne, you leave her alone. Yes, Ben, that is correct. That is correct. That is correct. And they may even end up having to put her in the hospital, which would be better. Yeah. And they might end up with this one saying not suitable for most advertisers, but I'll just say it. Ben is better than a screwdriver to the forehead, and that's what happened Sunday. And she took pictures of it and sent it to her cousin that sent it to me. And Ben, those pictures are terrible. I had to see that. My child that had just gotten across her forehead, and it went into her forehead crossways. A screwdriver did. So, Anna Mora, see, she's so sweet to you, except you. Okay. I wish I could. Heck. Oh, hello, Diana Brianna. My Diana Brianna. Dwayne, I wish I could, but I'm telling you, I don't even know if you could handle her. She'd be done. Look, your kids, I don't even know. I'm just, look, in my head, I'm trying to think her out there with you and you and your wife and your kids. I'm like, See, yes, because I know, Ben, that screwdriver was not clean. I mean, you think about it. Oh, thank you, Diana. Diana, these are lit up. They just look like they're white, but these light up. And I have the little battery pack. I had it stuck to the hat. I had to figure out how to do it. But yeah. Now the red hat I was going to wear, of course, when it flashes, some people can't handle the flashy stuff like that. But Yeah, this was kind of last night. I saw these stars and I put the batteries in them and I'm like, oh, ain't they cute? I'll wear those tomorrow. You know, Monique, they say everybody has to hit rock bottom and everybody's rock bottom is different.
Hmm.
And every time I see something, I'm like, how in the world is that not rock bottom? Um, rock bottom would have been me not having my children. And hey, when it come to my kids, when they were little, Anamora, I'm glad you said that. And I will have to find out how to get in touch with you. Anna, I don't think you have Facebook, do you? Because I got a little tidbit to share with you, just you, not Dwayne. But I'm sending Dwayne something that he's going to have to wear. He's going to have to come on live. Come on live and wear what I send him. He said he's scared. Um, but yeah, he needs to be. Yeah, Traci. Okay, Anna Moore, I'm gonna send you a message. Um, Traci, there's only one thing she can't come back from. But each time she gets like this, her iron levels, I mean, I've got all of her medicines that she's supposed to take, um, she's supposed to take iron, folic acid, all these vitamins and stuff because her body can't produce them now. Last time she had iron infusions. So the things that she's doing to her body, she won't last as long as somebody else.
Mm.
Jonathan, yes, uh, he should be because I'm telling you, I've got I've got some. It's for his 50th birthday, and he already had his birthday, and I get behind on things. Oh, Denise, you guys, Denise is sick. She's very sick. I knew when she didn't give me my 7:30 wake up call. I'm like, well, okay, maybe she's gonna wait till 8. And when she didn't do it, then I'm like, uh-oh. Good morning, Tiki. Good morning, Tiki. Been a while, baby. Morning tea helps with iron. Tiki, she's on so much stuff that she shouldn't be doing, and nothing's gonna help. Um, you know. Oh, 8 degrees, Ben. That that makes my feet cold thinking about 8 degrees. But yeah, Tiki, just keep my daughter in your prayers. She's just out in that world, out in those streets, and we live in a small town. And for your daughter in a small town like we live in to be homeless or you not know where she's at, that's pretty serious. But our area, more and more, I'm seeing people walking around with book bags. And I know they're street people. They're homeless. They're going from house to house, and I see it more and more every day. And now that my daughter's out there, I know what it is. I used to not know what these people were doing. Um, but I know now. Well, no, look, we have to just find humor. So yes, that screwdriver should have. Yes, I can. I had look. Dwayne knows I have to have some humor. If I did not have humor, and if God had not blessed me with a warped sense of humor, um, I don't know where I would be. Um, the warped sense of humor that God gave me helped with MawMaw. It helped. Um, you know, MawMaw had that quick wit, like somebody said, and we used that quick wit and weird, humorous things to make it. And even in when she was in the hospital those last days, I still would, uh, I'd still throw things at her. Woman, I ain't here for you. I'm here for the all the Lifetime and the Hallmark and watching TV, and I don't want to cook. That's why I'm here with you. But she knew I was there because I loved her. But you have to take some situations and find a way to cope. And my coping mechanism is either to shut down in my bedroom and hide from everything, or find a weird humor, or you know, and that's my coping mechanism. Is I've got a weird sense of dealing with things, but hey, God bless me with all of you guys, and there's somebody else out there as warped as me or worse, and that's mothership products. I think he's got me beat on the warped, but I know he's sitting there thinking, I don't think so. I know I'm going to get that PSST as he does it, and then his eyes going to be like, thank you, Tiki. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you will, I have hashtag prayers for Tiffany. If you could just remember my daughter Tiffany and pray for her. God hasn't left her. God is there with her. She's just got to let him back into her life. She has to uh, she has to reach out to him. She has to. I mean, that's what he wants. Oh, Tiki, thank you, hon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And you being here and me knowing that you're going to, you're actually going to say, Lord, please touch um, Norgis's daughter, Tiffany, today. Get her on the right track. And that I know you're going to be praying for her. So that's somebody else. See, I done told her. I said, baby, you got people all around the world praying for you. I said, you can run, but there's still people out there praying for you. Thank you, Tiki. Thank you so much. Um, you know, that's you guys get me through. You guys get me through. Dwayne knows. Dwayne remembers. Um, he remembers how I was. Uh, he picked up on it real quick. My facial expressions, and I know he wouldn't have let me stay another month away either, because he told me, get out of the darkness, darling. That's what he told me. He sent me a message while I was still mourning MawMaw. He said, get out of the darkness, get up, get out of the darkness. So I kept hearing MawMaw in my head. And I found a card that MawMaw did sent to Tiffany, and of love and prayers for her. So all of that stuff is going right back in her folder. because she's going to come back around another time, you know. And when she gets ready, she'll have all of that same stuff because all of the same people are praying for her. And if I don't know anything else, I know that my God is bigger than anything out here. He's bigger than, and you guys, it would be hard for you to even imagine just a little old small town like ours. We worked with these two girls, and my son-in-law did too. We all worked together. He told me that this these two sisters we worked with, they found their brother thrown in the creek, like right down the road, like about 10 minutes from my house, thrown in the creek. Undoubtedly, it was a deal that went bad. And I knew he was doing stuff like that when we worked together. Because good morning, Joel. Because that same young guy, he's young. I think he's Casey's age. He robbed a convenience store and took off. He stole a car, and I was at the red light, and he almost ran into me. And there was like 4 cop cars chasing him. Then he flipped the car, and that's been almost 10 years ago. And now he's found thrown in the creek, just discarded. And it's so strange that that's what my son-in-law told me, because that was my thought pattern, and that was my fear for my daughter. Because around my area, not even if I left right here and traffic wasn't like a little bit bad, 2 minutes, there's a creek above where we live, Little Oak Creek. A woman was found there, but she wasn't from our area. All right. Then there was another girl found in the same creek that young boy was thrown off the bridge. So, you guys, this world, I know this is Hat Day and it's supposed to be Fun Day. And I got hit with all this morning before we came on. But, sometimes you got to spread the word. And the word is, our world's not getting better. You just have to be aware. You have to pray for people that need prayer. You have to try to build people up and not put them down. Spread love. Amen, Monique. Monique said the world doesn't stop for Hat Day. You're right. I mean, I'm making this, I can wear this hat and still, I wear many hats. I wear many, many hats. And one of them is the hat of who I am deep down, and always have a message. And hey, Kate.
Darlene.
Yeah. Go to bed.
I need to jump off.
Go to bed. I love you.
All right. Don't you stay on too long.
I'm not.
All right. Night, everyone.
Love you.
Love you too.
I had to holler at Casey. But yes, Tiki, it is a message, and that's why when all of this started, not the hats, but the platform. And it became Christian Womanhood because that just kept coming to my mind. Yes, there's only me now. I know, and I can't women power, women empower women. All right, I'll show my shirt. Women empower women. See, I should have had on my bright red lipstick for this one, Dwayne. Bright red. But when I asked God for a platform to make people feel safe and feel loved and feel like, they, even if they can't get out of their home, that they would have somewhere to go. And so God's blessed me. I was away for quite a while last year, on and off. A lot happened. A lot happened in everybody's life last year. But it was like, okay, get back to what you were supposed to do. Yes, it's, and that's right. It is so simple to love. Um, God made it simple enough for a child to know. I knew that love when I was a child. And I always knew as a child that I could go somewhere and hide and, talk to Jesus. I knew that. Um, and that's true. And that's sad. That is sad that, that everybody doesn't believe. But, for those of us that do, it's our job to tell them. If I've been out in the store and just have a happy day, and just a happy day, and somebody will say, well, you look like you're in a good mood, and I'll say, oh yes, God is good. God is good. And there's a lot of people that would say, amen, girl, and we'll stand there in the store. Well, we used to. Now you got social distance, but we'd be standing there in the store, just sharing the love of God. And we didn't care, hopefully somebody would hear us talking. Ben, if you had a flamethrower, you'd probably hit the wrong thing and blow up somebody's blow up something. Yeah, yeah, I do. But Ben's wanting a flamethrower to melt the snow real quick. Oh goodness. Oh, Eva. Good morning, Eva. Good morning. Casey said he wants a flamethrower to kill the stink bugs and the cicadas that are coming. So, no, he'll be done set fire to our siding or the house or something. But look, I just hope don't none of the stink bugs get in his house this spring, because if they come in his room, no, I have to go in there and find them. But yes, I knew as that little girl hiding up under my grandmama's little thing, or hiding up under a table somewhere, or hiding behind a couch because the grown-ups were fighting and fussing. I knew then to talk to Jesus, or to sing the songs that my big sister sung to me at bedtime. Which, when I was scared in the hospital, scared one time, I was rubbing MawMaw's hair, rubbing her forehead, and I was singing, and I didn't think that she was all the way there, and that's why I was so scared. And she corrected the lyrics of the song I was singing. I'm like, woman, I'm scared, and you just need to hush. Don't correct me when I'm singing. And I kept on singing. And she said, but you were rubbing my forehead raw. I said, well, I was scared. But so that was the way we were in the hospital together. Um, angry at the world. Yes, it lifts that. I've known people that I've seen transformations. I've seen the change in people when they would get it. Um, I, like I said, I was a child. I always knew what that feeling was. And that was one thing that Tiffany told me one time. She said, Mom, I never could get it. She said, I had it. I know God loved me. I knew His in my heart, but Mom, I did not get it. I could not understand what you had. And He's different for everybody. But when she was in rehab, she she got a phone, got to call me. She said, Mom, He loves me. He loves me. I understand now. I understand what you talked about. I understand what you felt in your heart. And hey there, Susie. Hello. Oh, thank you. See you, Susie, you came in right at the right time. So thank you, because I know you'll be praying. You'll be praying for my daughter. Hi, Tim. Hello, Tim. So you're driving home. You don't have to work today? Usually Tim sneaks and calls me while he's working. I mean, he chats while he's working. Oh, well, Ben, I love you. I love you very much. Always prayers for you and your wife and your grandbabies you're taking care of and your whole family. And I know you're praying for me as well, me and my daughter. So um, melt that snow. I'm sorry, you guys. When I see snow, I get happy. Here in Alabama, oh, I said that. So I would not want to go back and hear how I just said Alabama. Alabama. That is, I sounded, oh my gosh, I sound so Southern. Shut up, Dwayne. I know what you're thinking. Thank you, Susie. Susie 777. I married my husband 7787. So I like those 3 sevens. Um, but yeah, pray for these people that has this snow that they're going to have to drive in it. Um, I know you guys probably prepare for it, but down here, mm-mm. Everyone wants snow down here, but oh my goodness, if we get this much, people drive crazy. They'll end up in ditches. They just lose their mind. They go buy, they go and buy all the milk and the bread from the store. I don't know why they do that, but here in the South, they go crazy. But I do say this, with our weather being like it is, down here is very cold. I hadn't stuck my nose out in days. Well, yes, I walked my son-in-law and his wife out on the front porch. So yes, I did do that. We do that in the South. We say bye, but then we go to the door, we say bye again. Then we go out on the front porch. We talk a little bit more and we say bye again. My husband don't understand that. He doesn't understand that about me, but he knows. Oh, okay, Tiki. They do the same thing in Ohio. They buy everything. Look, there ain't everything left now because, the virus, people have to stock up on that stuff. But yeah, Kevin be like, what took you so long? Why was you out there 20 minutes? I was saying goodbye. Don't he don't even ask me anymore. He don't even ask me that anymore. It's like I just give him that look like, we've been married 34 years, dude. we've been together 34 years. You have to ask what took me so long. MawMaw used to do the same thing. She'd tell Karen bye, and then she'd walk through the house. She'd get on the front porch, and I'd be out there with her. And, hey, I used to go to the car. I'd go to the car, and I'd be saying bye to the grandkids and give them kisses. And I'd be standing at the window talking, whether Casey or Tiffany, before Casey moved back home. I'd be standing at the window, and we'd just be talking. And Kevin had finally come to the door. Hey, you gonna come back in? You're gonna sleep out there. I mean, that's I'm doing my husband's voice. So I just give him a look. I said, well, let me go. And I know my daughter's probably thinking, Lord, please let my mom just hush so I can drive and go home. But yeah, I call it the Southern goodbye. See, now, Joel, I like to hear you guys talk. I like to hear you guys talk. I love it, love it. Oh, so you're the other way around. Monique. When Kevin would get home, he would talk to Bonnie first. You guys, Bonnie was she was our raccoon we raised from a baby. I did the work. Raised from a little bitty, didn't even have her ears or eyes open. Her and her brother called them Bonnie and Clyde. I had to feed them from a dropper, then a bottle. I would do that before I'd go to work, and she ended up. The brother got distemper, but Bonnie, she blew up. She was big, and she had on our back deck. My husband made a big old condo. I called it a 2-story condo she had. And she passed away about time that we started the bathroom project. So, but no, he always stopped and talked to Bonnie first. And if he went and got him breakfast, he brought Bonnie back some bacon. But anyway, so Bonnie would get talked to first. Then he'd speak to MawMaw when he got in the house. Hey, Mama, I'm home. She'd say, hey, hon, did you have a good day? Yes, Mama, I'm tired. And then he'd get to my room. But yeah, so Australians abbreviate everything in our speaking. I know. I've been watching people that buys real estate in Australia and all that. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, that sounds just like Sonia. Good morning, Danielle Marie. Good morning. Good morning to Happy Friday. Thank you, Monique. Thank you. Well, then the animals just, the cats run up to them, and Bailey's just licking on them, and I'm okay. I said, baby, they just love you. I let all of them get all the attention first. With Danielle, today's hats and love, and God's blessings that He gives us all. And all my girls are sick. Sonia's in the hospital, so they're taking care of her. She had to go to bed. She's in Australia, and it's late where she's at, so she finally went to bed. And our songbird Traci, she is hurting, and they have snow. And her husband, she lives in Michigan. They're trying to get the snow off, and all that cold weather is it's just affecting her whole body, but it's affecting her legs and her pain. And Denise whole body hurts. She's usually up here. And when I didn't get my wake up call from her, I'm like, something is wrong with Denise. Monique hasn't figured out yet. We haven't figured out yet how to get Monique to get StreamYard on her phone. Because one day I want her up here with me. But we haven't figured that out yet. Who else is usually up? Sandy. Sandy was on before I went live this morning. And then I talked her to sleep. You know, I talked her to sleep. I usually do. So anyway, so she was on before I went live. And see, all right, Joel, Spiritual Superheroes Coaching, he's in Australia too. So it's almost 3:00 in the morning where he's at. Usually you go to bed before Sonia. So Monique is in Monique. Look, you're Dutch, but it's the Netherlands. I think they call it the Netherlands where Monique is. So it's 1640. So it's 4:40 in the afternoon where Monique is. Is that right? Oh, well, good, Joel. His sleeping patterns are backwards again. So I'm glad that suits me today because I like you being here. Uh-oh. Dwayne, you got, yeah, Dwayne. Hey, Denise, Dwayne, I ain't even looking at you. I ain't even looking at that screen. I ain't even, look, it just popped up. I can't even, look, I'm trying to minimize it without looking over there. Let me, wait, there. See, sometimes, I have Facebook to the right because I stream on Facebook and I have to look over there to see um if anybody's on there. And yes, I had a message pop up. Dwayne, I'm showing that to Casey when we're off here. Um you guys, I love this. Monique. Thank you, Monique. Oh, um, I love this. And to almost let that old devil keep me down and keep me in depression and not knowing if I could still do this. I did have those questions after MawMaw was gone, and God said, well, you're never going to be the same. We're not going to be the same today as we were yesterday. Something's changed. So, finally it hit me. Okay, no, it's not going to be the same. No, you're not going to be able to point over and say that old lady over there in that room, because we're about to put our bed and make that our room. So I'll be the old lady back there. So God did, and my friends helped me with my mourning process. But I and it was the weirdest thing. Yes, I still have her in my heart, but I kept hearing her, hun, I don't want you to give up. Hun, I worry when you don't go live. And I hear her say that in my head. And I know that's what she, kept telling me if I'd be sick. Good morning, Darlene B. Good morning. Good morning. Uh, so yeah, I even when I sick, I'll be like, Mama, I can't breathe. Well, I worry, hun, when you don't go on. And I say, I'll try tomorrow, Mama. But she loved it so much, you guys. Oh, Mama loved it. Mama loved. I'd go to bed with Mama on she'd be on Sandy's channel. All you ladies know what late night Mama was like. Um, you know, all of you that got the opportunity to meet her, you guys know what she was like. And I'd go to bed at night and I'd hear her back there and I'd be like, who is she raising her voice to? Or, oh my gosh, she's done something. Because then I'd hear that laugh and I'd know what that laugh was. And then it took me a while to be able to go to sleep without my TV on. And Keithan has to get up early in the morning. He'd say, you can cut that TV off. And I finally figured it out. It was the silence. When I cut the TV off in our room, I wouldn't hear nothing. I would not hear anything. And even when Mama went to bed, she went to bed with a Lifetime channel on. And I'd hear the TV and she'd say sometimes, well, I hope I don't keep y'all up at night with the TV up so loud. And I said, oh, Mama, when I take my night medicines, I'm gone. I don't hear nothing. But, once she was gone, it was just, hey, we had to put a lamp back there. Her lamp got to blinking crazy one night. And I'm like, that's some weird juju going on. Mama, you got to stop that. I said, Casey, take this lamp back there. Unplug that one. We thrown that in the way, but we can't have it dark back there either. No. We had to put us a light back there. And when I get off here today, I'm not going to start back on this stuff. I mean, you guys, God gave me strength, but I vacuumed around spaces and stuff, and I went through unboxed stuff and couldn't hardly move by bedtime. But when I get off here, I'm gonna see if Casey will drive me to Walmart, and I'm gonna go in and get the paint that I'm gonna use to paint Mama's room. The paint is going to be gray. Uh-oh, tell me what your news is, Darlene. Denise A. Tell us what your news is. But yeah, I already know what colors I want to paint the bedroom. They're blue now. I painted Mama's room blue years ago for her. And I'm a soft shade of gray. I know. Let me hear Denise's news from the doctor. Let me hear her news, and then I'll do my Southern goodbye. I was glad to hear that Amber's mom, my friend Lisa Gray, that her husband let me know she's back to work. So she's over the virus. No, Dwayne. All right, Denise A., you got my attention, woman. I know you're exhausted, woman, Darlene B. Keevan calls her his Wonder Woman. Look, her mama goats have been throwing them babies out left and right. She's got baby goats coming out the yin yang. All right, let me see what they said. Yes. So you have the curvature in your neck. Yes, that will cause pain, numbness, and weakness, and all of that. Well, they can do like they did me. They can, oh my goodness, they can, put either a rod or they can do the metal plate like they did mine. What? Your mama goats don't what? But Denise, get it seen about before it's too late, because I tell everybody, I mean, as soon as they told me that surgery would help my neck and my headaches and stuff, I was like, do it. Anything's better than this pain. And it helped. And then if MawMaw, I wish MawMaw would have had it years before, but if you don't have it done, you can end up like MawMaw, where she was, she had ended up paralyzed. And it's hard for you guys to realize because she'd be in there at that computer, but it went fast. Oh, well, I didn't say it was your yin yang. That's just out the yin yang. So you're right. Yes, and usually neurosurgeons. This the spine specialist, and you'll have to see a neurosurgeon if it's going to have to be operated on, because when they go anywhere around that spinal cord. But yeah, you've got to have that syncopate out. Okay, it is an hour and 12 minutes, and I'm already sitting here moving all from left to right to everything. Yes. See, like Monique said, one day it was like she was typing and being on the computer, and then it was just so quick. I kept telling her she was getting lower and lower and lower, bent over because her neck could not hold her up, and I was telling her, you cannot continue that way. And then it got to where she couldn't move her arms and stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, Denise, it was rough yesterday. I sat in here going through stuff, throwing stuff away until, oh my gosh, Kevin come home. He gets home at 5. So I sat in here until at least 6, I think. So by the time I got up, I could not hardly move. I could not move. So yes, I'm sorry. I do have to go. I love you guys. Um, thank you guys for hanging in here. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you for the uh, understanding how I go around the world and things that I say and how my mind works. Thank you guys for being my friends. Thank you guys for being my brothers and sisters out there, because that's what you are. You're my family. And I love you guys. I might do another video or whatever this weekend. We'll see. Joe, I love you. I love you. I love you. Bye, you guys.